We made a lot of laps. Kind of like her team, there was 3 of us that we're here to just kind of lay rubber on the racetrack. Some of the other guys were testing some different Goodyear combinations. So tomorrow I think all of us will be testing. We made, even with the rain, we still made 120 laps. So right before lunch, or before the rain came, the racetrack was taking some good rubber. They cleaned the racetrack off with the airtight, and I think that was a huge improvement that they've learned over the last couple weeks. They did it at Richmond, did it at the Kansas test. So I think that's a positive thing that NASCAR's learned to clean the track. It seems to take rubber a little quicker. I think we got 6 cars here or something. The racetrack got pretty fast, pretty quick compared to the normal, Goodyear Tire Test here. So I thought, everything's gone really smooth so far. Hopefully tomorrow we can have no rain and, get a little more accomplished. It's huge. I talked to him this week. Especially Carl. He's really good here. He won here earlier this year. So just talking to him about exactly what he struggled with, because we unloaded with his setup. So we started there. He told me the problems that he had throughout the race that he wanted to work on. So just trying to get that feedback from him on what to work on, and we unloaded, and that's kind of the same things that we needed. So that was kind of good to know that he had the same issues as I was having. So we'll just continue to work on that, and depending on what tire we come back with, some of those things may change, but we're trying to do everything that we can to get the best information for not only here but Loudon coming up in a couple weeks, for Carl and Greg and even myself. I mean, we set out to win the Rookie of the Year, so I sure hope we do. That's always been the plan, but this season hasn't gone as well as we wanted. Definitely learned a lot. I feel like I'm comfortable every weekend now, jumping in the car. I know what to expect, and I know what to work on. And going to some of these tracks for the second time, I think we've been better at them. We got a good run at Richmond last weekend. We got a pole at Atlanta, so we're getting there. It's taken a lot longer than we expected, or definitely than what we wanted. But similar to my rookie season in Nationwide, we didn't have the results that we needed at the beginning of the year, but we got experience, and towards the end of the year we started running a little bit better, and then we were contending for wins, the following year. So I hope it works out the same way. We didn't have any team orders. I mean, I'm aware of what's going on. Last week, I was aware that the 56, the 78, 22, 24, 16, my teammate, that they were all racing to get in that chase, and, so when I'm around the 56, I gave him a lot more room. When I'm around Jeff Gordon, he had to come from the back a few times, and, he got behind me. I didn't hold him up, because I didn't want to be in the middle of that. So, you race, I kind of raced all those guys, a little easier than I would have on a regular weekly basis, but this business is about performance. And, last week all I was focused on, other than not messing them up, is going to get us a top 10, which we finally did last week. And, that was what we were focused on, and that's what we'll continue to focus on throughout the throughout the chase. Even though we're not in the chase, we want to kind of act like, hey, this is our chase. We need the best 10 races that we've had this year, to end the season, to carry that momentum in the off season. I love testing. I love coming to racetrack, especially in the Cup car, because I've been here in Phoenix, racing the Nationwide car since 2010, and in Nationwide we didn't have a worse finish than 9th, and a lot of top 5s and top 3s. So coming back in the Cup car earlier this year, I really struggled it. It was only the second race of the season for us, and I was really struggling trying to figure out what I needed to do, to be fast in the Cup car. So, coming back and testing, learned a lot throughout the race. We unloaded today, and what I've learned, like at Richmond, at Loudon, at some of the short tracks, compared to the Nationwide car, paid off because we were decently fast right off the bat. And anytime that you can come test at a place that you race at is definitely beneficial. And for me, not only trying to find that perfect setup, but just me logging laps and figuring out my braking points and how hard to push the car. And we make some longer runs to see what the tires are going to do and how they're going to fall off, and with different setups. So it's a huge benefit for us, and we've seen it pay off at some of the other racetracks. We did a tire test at Atlanta, and we came back, sat on the pole, and had a decent race. But I think Goodyear is doing everything they can to make this a racy race. The NASCAR's doing the same thing, trying to let the tires fall off a little bit, and hopefully we pick a great tire to come back with.